Well, while I was away, we got the big news that one of the worst people in American politics, Tucker Carlson, was fired. OUT out at Fox News. And because all of you by now have heard about this, we'll get along to the most updated batch of information as to what is the truth behind his firing. A lot of questions on that. We'll try to get some answers. He was their highest rated host, the most watched host across all cable news. So to can him is a very notable decision. I'm super glad it happened, but strange for sure. Fox News has gone along with his horrendous words and actions for so long, it became hard to imagine they would ever get rid of him, but here it is. While a lot of this will be speculation, us trying to figure out why they made the decision ultimately, we are getting a clear picture now compared to even 24 hours ago as to what went into this decision. So right off the bat, you had people wondering, does this have to do with the fact that Tucker Carlson played a role in the Dominion defamation lawsuit that ended in a nearly $800 million settlement? Likely played a role, but didn't seem to be the only answer because multiple hosts were involved in that lawsuit. And so getting rid of the most watched one would be a bizarre reaction. Even though, of course, personally, I think all of the hosts at a network that actually cared about facts would be fired for lying like they did. But Fox News doesn't usually have those principles. Also being brought up by many are a string of controversies in the past in regard to Tucker Carlson. But again, Fox News didn't have an issue with those until now. But what seems to be likely the straw that may have broken the camel's back is Abby Grossberg's lawsuit against Fox News. Abby Grossberg being the former Fox News producer. And a part of this lawsuit are allegations of a vile work environment at Tucker Carlson Tonight, Tucker Carlson's show. Mediaite has a piece on this. Grossberg's 79-page lawsuit alleges she was the victim of abusive sexism and misogyny. Fox News fired Grossberg and denied her legal allegations as riddled with false allegations against Fox and our employees. Grossberg's lawsuit alleges discrimination based on gender, religion, and disability. She alleges that constant bullying and gaslighting caused her so much stress and anxiety that her stomach ulcers flared up, and she was in excruciating pain. So, and apologies, this was kind of getting cut off for you guys on screen, but things could be coming out of that really added to the heat around Tucker Carlson for the executives. A combination of the cost of Tucker's lies across multiple lawsuits may have been the breaking point for those at the very top at Fox News. Another thing people are pointing at is the text messages that were released through the Dominion defamation lawsuit process, revealing that Tucker Carlson was criticizing with other people, expressing his anger about executives. That could have played a role. I heard somewhere a bit of analysis that was really interesting, laying out how the executives at Fox Corporation, the Murdochs especially, really want all the hosts, no matter how prominent, to know that they don't own Fox News. Fox News gives them the power and not the other way around. And so possibly the combination of a few things with Tucker Carlson, including his noticeable belief that he was above everyone, even the Fox News executives. You kind of act however he'd like, push them to make that decision. Like I said, we can't know for sure, but this is definitely a good moment in American politics. People are saying, and I want to kind of push back against this, people are sometimes responding to this, kind of if you keep up with the media reaction, saying, oh, well, he'll find some other big audience. He'll be able to keep his audience on some other platform. It's true, he'll likely move on to something else and have an audience. It's not necessarily going to be the same. It actually probably won't be the same size. The impact of it won't be the same. It is hard to compare to the massive platform that is Fox News. And Fox News was giving Tucker a lot of power. And so for that to be taken away is definitely going to take away from the power of Tucker Carlson, the impact of Tucker Carlson. So this is a cause for celebration in my mind, because it is hard to imagine. It could happen, but it's hard to imagine whoever replaces Tucker will be as dishonest, deceitful, dangerous as him. They won't be good, but maybe they won't be quite as bad. You know who isn't so happy about this news? Russian state media. This is so wild Take a look at this.
Подозревают. Вот в последнее время они все время пытаются указывать на нас, что мы являемся причиной этого внутреннего конфликта. А внутренний конфликт очень серьезный там сейчас. Я все-таки возвращаюсь к их внутреннему, как бы, вот этому самому конфликту, и что мы с этим сможем делать. Значит, ну, я молчу того, что нашего любимого Такера Карлсона...
Our beloved Tucker Carlson was fired.
Я не понимаю, почему, опять же,
It's
нет
a disgrace. Our beloved Tucker Carlson was fired. It's a disgrace. That's what Russian state media has to say. I've said it before, but Tucker Carlson pushed the pro-Putin, dishonest, pro-Russian propaganda so effectively in regard to their invasion into Ukraine that Russian state media loves him and would play clips of him on their shows.